Welcome to the Morning Wood. I'm your host, John Hysup, joined as always by my friend, the great Matt Modi. Everybody knows that the best time to start laying the wood to the books is in the morning, and that's what we do every single morning on this show. So do yourself a favor right now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Get the notifications on. You're never going to want to miss another one of these shows for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, let's take a look at what we did last time we were together. Matt, that's a lot of red. It's a lot of red. I will say, though, the two on the bottom, neither one was my fault. Deebo Samuel, 1+ reception, first drive, plus 178. We knew he was going to get targeted. We knew, okay? He got targeted on the first play, Matt. He didn't catch it. That's not my fault, okay?
Yeah, you did everything you could.
Not my fault. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's also not our fault because we couldn't predict that the weather was going to be as bad as it was. So you could add probably like 100 extra yards to any prop that we took just because of the weather.
Correct.
And the NBA thing's frustrating because I had 4 NBA picks that I gave out on my own channel, and I was like, okay, let's pick one of them for the show to give out. So we do the 3, 2 Thursday Night Football, 1 NBA. I went 3-1 that day. Guess what was the one loser? The one that I gave out on the show. So
yeah.
It's not the people's fault. It's my fault. I have to be better, and I also have to know which bets are going to hit beforehand, so I know which ones to give out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That happened to me yesterday. I had probably one of the better days I've had this month, and it did not include any bet. JMO and Tyreek Hill, neither one of those bets hit, but we also had the best day. So it is what it is. What are you going to do?
It happens.
We just keep rolling, and that's what we're going to do right now. You're going to start us off. Let's go.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with – I have 2 bets that I'm pretty confident have 0 chance of losing. I'm going to start with one. Keenan Allen, 60+ receiving yards. Plus 150 odds, best offer price at bet 365. This one feels disgusting because the last time we saw the Bears play football was one of the worst things you ever watched in your entire life. But that happens. We've seen multiple Bears games that look like that. And then we've also seen them do that in the same half. One half, it looks like the worst team. Second half, they're good. So not scared off the Bears. And this is a Vikings team that you can run on 100%. That you can pass on, that you cannot run on. They have the 3rd best run defensive DVOA in the NFL. They allow the 4th fewest rushing yards, but they allow the most receptions and receiving yards to wide receivers in the entire NFL. And there are 2 distinct matchup advantages why I like Keenan Allen in this game as opposed to the other receivers. And they're correlated, but he's the slot guy for the Bears, and he's the kind of the zone beater for the Bears as well. And the Vikings blitz a lot. They do these zone blitzes. So like, what's the easiest thing for a young quarterback to do? Just dump it off to the guy in the slot who's the closest to him. So he has this, he runs the highest percentage of his routes in the slot on the Bears. He has the, where are my notes? He has the highest routes run in the slot. He's got the best separation score and the best win rate on the team from the slot. And the Vikings, they allow since week 8, the 5th highest target share go to the slot receiver, which kind of makes sense with everything I've said. And then in terms of zone coverage, they play zone at the 6th highest rate. Keenan Allen also has the best separation score against zone coverage, and he has the best targets per route run as well. I mean, he gets targeted a lot when he's running routes against the zone coverage. Last time these 2 teams played was not that long ago. Keenan Allen had 15 targets and 86 yards. It's not a great conversion ratio from targets to yards, but I love those targets. And I love the fact that he got the 86 yards. So that's, first one, Keenan Allen getting 60+ tonight.
I like it. You took forever to get there. So what I'm going to do for the people is I'm going to just shorten mine a little bit because I agree with everything you just said. You said basically everything I was going to say. I'm going to say DJ Moore over 5.5 receptions, plus 105 at, I think it was Fanatics or ESPN, one of those 2 books. But here's the thing. DJ Moore has done this in each of the last 4 games. He's actually 6+ in 4 straight games since Thomas Brown took over as offensive coordinator. Brown's now the head coach. They looked awful last week. He was on the field instead of calling plays upstairs. I don't know what that was. I think they feel like they had to fire that coach just because he was that bad. But I think they get it all figured out this week because that had to be a tough transition to have to call plays after you just got promoted to call plays like 3 weeks before. Now You're all of a sudden the head coach also calling play. Like that was weird. Here's the thing, though. They just played this team a couple weeks ago. They know what to do. It's a division rival. Everything you just said, the Vikings give it up in the pass game like it's their job. This feels easy. 5.5 catches, DJ Moore. You're up.
I like it. I like it. We're going to go on the other side of the field in that same game. The Falcons Raiders game. I mean, that game is just like a poo-poo platter. I got nothing. I don't know what to do in that game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm going 2 plays in Bears Vikings. Aaron Jones, 70 plus rushing yards. This one's also Bet365 plus 145 odds. Very juicy odds there. Aaron Jones, he's like an old running back, but I don't know if you know this, but old running backs are back between him and Saquon and Derrick Henry. Like they're the new
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. Yeah, even better.
Mm-hmm.
He averages 15 rush attempts per game, which is fine. Needing to get to 70 plus, that's a normal yards per carry number. He's had at least 10 carries in every game except for 3. In one of those games he left early, only played like 22% of the snaps. That's not his fault. Take that game out, he's hit 70 yards in 7 of 12 games. And the Vikings overall pretty good rushing team on offense, 7th best rushing grade in the NFL. But I buried the lead. That Bears run defense, it's an abomination. It's a great matchup against the Bears run defense. They allow the 3rd most rushing yards per game in the NFL. But all these advanced stats just show how bad they are. Like they have the 5th lowest stuff rate. They allow the 6th highest explosive run rate in the NFL, which is good for someone like Aaron Jones, who's more of an efficiency guy as opposed to a volume guy. And they allow the highest adjusted yards before contact per carry as well. And that like adjusted just means they take out QB runs, they take out wide receiver runs, anything like that, just a normal run play. Literally the worst yards before contact in the NFL. Aaron Jones is getting 70 plus. He's probably also getting 80 plus. And yeah, so we feel like that's another winner for Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Aaron Jones has been running against these guys forever too, so he knows them. He knows what's going on.
Yeah,
dude.
that too.
Here's the thing. I'm going right back to the Bears side of the ball. We're going Caleb Williams, 225 plus passing yards, plus 105 at Fanatics. This is a 4-leg same game parlay, if you think about it, because all these bets are in the same game. But like you, I have no idea what to do with the Raiders and Falcons game. I'll probably wait to go and see if Desmond Ridder gets some lines put out anytime soon. Former team, maybe we get a cheap line. Who knows? But that's not important right now. What is important is Caleb Williams, 225 plus passing yards, plus 105. That's a joke. He's done this in every game except for the last one. And that, again, wasn't Thomas Brown's fault. Wasn't Caleb Williams' fault. They didn't know how to call plays yet, all right? This is the NFL, all right? They just didn't know how to call plays. It's fine. It happens. You see it all the time. They've got that figured out now. Again, they are playing the Vikings, who they just played 2 weeks ago. They know exactly what to do. They're going to probably do the same thing because what else could they do, to be honest with you? But only 4 teams in the entire NFL have given up more passing yards to quarterbacks than the Vikings have this season. That's crazy. I mean, that's just – to get 225 against a team like that is incredible, especially when you know the Bears are going to be trailing in this game. There's no chance they win this game. I don't even know that they're going to be that competitive. So we're looking at a negative game script for them, positive for us, and we only need 225, and it's plus money. I mean, this thing checks every box there could possibly be. Feels easy, man.
I like it. Yeah, I got nothing against that. Obviously, I have a wide receiver prop for him. We're going to go to the NBA. And I got to admit, a little bit cold in the NBA, which just no one's been more due than me after the past couple of days. We're going to go with Gershon Yabusele, 6+ rebounds, plus 140 odds at FanDuel. First of all, when you can pronounce his name as correctly as I just did, that adds just a little bit of credence to your bet.
You got my attention.
Yeah, thank you. People remember this guy for dunking on LeBron in the Olympics, so that's who he is. This is really just a play because like his minutes are up and the matchup is good enough. Like I don't really have all the nerd details about the matchup that I normally do. All I can tell you is that he's played the Hornets twice this year. In those 2 games, he had 8 rebounds in one, 12 rebounds in the other, on 17 and 20 rebound chances. That's very, very good. And he's going to play 25 minutes. Like if you look, so we're looking at games with Andre Drummond, without Joel Embiid, because there was a time where Yabo was playing without Drummond when Drummond was hurt. And the most important thing here is like they switched their rotations. Like the first 8 games of the year, Yabo only played 25 minutes in 2 of those games. Again, that's with Drummond, without Embiid. Since then, he's done it in 6 straight. Now, one of them, he technically played 24.7 minutes. I'm rounding up to 25 plus. So if you want to call me out on that, fine. 5 of 6, with one game being at 24.7. And if we look at the games this year, in which he's played at least 25 minutes. And I think he's playing 30, but we're just going to go 25 for the sake of argument. He's averaging 7.5 rebounds per game on 15.6 rebound chances per game. Again, that's when only playing 25 minutes. He's done it twice against this team, an absurd amount of rebound chances. Last time he had 6. Last time he had 12. Just give me half that tonight, and we're cashing out a plus 140 banger. That just felt, as you would say, that just felt right.
Yeah, that's crazy. They shouldn't even let us bet that. What book is that?
FanDuel plus 140.
Ooh, I'm in. I'm in. I've been doing 2-leg parlays
Oh
lately,
yeah,
and dude, I think I figured it out. I cracked the code.
crack the code.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
that might be one of them tonight. All right, that's gonna do it for us. I'm gonna come back today at 4. We're gonna use the tools at OddsJam to find more bangers. That has been going ridiculously well. I think we might be retiring very soon. So keep watching. Stay subscribed to the channel though, just in case we don't retire. Get the notifications on. Follow Matt at Jedi Modi on Twitter, also on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel because we need it. Hurry up. We'll see you later.